Hello, friends. It's me. The same guy I was yesterday, but slightly older by a day. Nate Graves, man on the internet streaming video games. How you doing? Mansta and Sun and Showers, congrats on both being first. I can't tell which is which. Brooks, good to see you. Cursed ass Yoshi. My opinion of VOD watchers. We respect VOD watchers here. We love ourselves a good VOD watcher. Thank you for watching the replay. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi. Consider subscribing. Or don't. I don't know. It's your life. Man, subscribe or don't. Comment or don't. That's my opinion. Oh shit. I'm not loading. No, I don't want to do that. I've made a terrible mistake. Okay. Don't do that. And then load this up again. No, I don't want to load this one. Yes, successful. Okay. I don't like using save states. I do. Those are some cursed Yoshis. That is some extremely... Those are some extremely cursed Yoshis. But yeah, I try to avoid using save states when I can. In fact, up to this point, we have not used any. The only reason that we had to use a save state last stream was because I ran out of time because I had somewhere to be. And I was like, I'm not giving this progress up. But we are back into it. We're bottoning down the Kaitos. So yeah, how you guys doing? Yeah, for the purposes of resuming.
Say cheese. Wind blow. Fire burst. Dark flare. Wind blow.
I mean, I generally don't have a problem with save states as a whole. I think there are some games that just have terrible save systems. So like, oh well, like if my choice is either never beating a game or never playing a game again because it comes down to using save states, I'm absolutely gonna fucking cheese it. We all know people online cease to exist once they're no longer on stream. It's immoral to leave your Nintendo turned on, and I worry about unplugging it anyway, so a save state's a much better way to do that. Yeah. I mean, I don't leave consoles on generally. 8. Ah, shit. I forgot I need to be quick with Savina.
Didn't hurt.
Oh my god, yeah. Super Mario Brothers 3. Dad, you turned off the Nintendo, you erased my game. I actually had a buddy of mine who did not own a I let him borrow my copy of Final Fantasy Tactics, and he did not have a memory card to save a game on it, and he played through. I don't know if he beat the game. I think my memory of it says he beat the game. I don't know if that's true, like in hindsight, but I think he if I were to ask him now, I would think he would claim to have beat the game. Because what he would do is, I remembered he would just like pop the lid, because the PlayStation would keep running, but the disc would stop spinning if you pop the lid. So he just would stop playing for the day, pop the lid, and leave it open until he came back to play more. I don't know. He's not in the chair. I have not seen him. Playing Tactics without a memory card sounds like so much stress. Hey, Lytle. Yeah. Like I said, this is one of those stories that like happened so long ago that like I don't even know what's true anymore. This was back when, you know, that was a new title.
Dark flare. Dark flare. Dark flare.
Fuck it.
Fire burst.
I'm not gonna worry about getting a combo. I'm just going for damage.
Magic. Death flames.
Grandpa had his own NES. He had exactly one game, Vegas Dream, so he could play poker. Aw. His answer to keeping his winnings was also just never turning off the NES. It's crazy to think about like how pervasive, because I think there were games even into the PlayStation era that used password systems. Not many, like there's very few, but I think there's a handful of PlayStation games that use passwords. I know there was a few on the Super Nintendo. There's definitely a lot on the NES.
Ready to die?
Gifted it to an old roommate of yours. Don't know if he's ever used it, so I should ask him if we can borrow it to try it out for Steam. Yeah, there's tons in the 16-bit era. Got this thing that looks like an old floppy game copiers, but it takes batteries. It gives you save states for SNES cartridges. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of something like that. That's kind of cool, though. I love that idea. Spoiled now with 100 save states per game. Still like to see what it's like to use. I mean, same. I like I said, I like that idea. I'm actually gonna grab the pickled veggies. I mean, I don't really. Mostly just because it's a pain compared to emulation for me, just because of space. I don't do a lot of like original hardware stuff. I know that's very popular in like the retro community. People are real big on like, oh, original hardware. You're playing on original hardware, and it's like, yeah, I have original hardware, and I have like this game on original hardware, but like, I'm not fucking dragging my GameCube up out of the basement and hooking it up to a RCA to HDMI device to route it into a capture card to route it into something else so that I can play this when I can just fucking fire up Dolphin and load this bitch up. Like, I have it, but I'm not doing that. I would hate your setup. I mean, the thing is, like, I have a lot of respect for that stuff because it is a pain in the ass. Like, you know it's a pain in the ass. All of you do. And it's bulky and it takes up space. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I get it. I get why you'd want to do it. Like I've got a couple of CRTs in the basement. I've got a TV stand down there, and I'm really looking forward to hooking up like some of my old consoles to those CRTs and making like a cool little game room down there. Cougar and I have been talking about doing it for a while, but you know, it is one of those things where like setting all that stuff up's pain. And if you want to hook it up for streaming, that's a whole other thing. Now if we move our offices and stuff down there, and I've got better access to all of it, hell yeah. Always been a hardware nerd. I have one of those folding tables that's full of old Macs on top and has a PC machines underneath it. I mean, I respect it. Like, when I say like, oh, I'm not willing to do it, like it's purely out of convenience. I love the idea, but again, it's space too. Like, all of that stuff takes up space. And honestly, if it was... I also have to contend with, like, not pissing Cougar off. Like, my desk is already a mess. Like, I would drive her insane if I had all of this stuff set up and cables everywhere. Like, and that's not just me being like, you know, you know, ball crusher wife, like that kind of, I'm not saying like that. It's just a question of like, it's legitimately like being courteous to the person you live with. We are married and I don't want to be a dickhead. Really love the convenience of your Switch. Oh yeah, we also have a dehumidifier in the basement. It makes such a difference for how comfortable it is down there. Tend to keep everything in boxes because I'm too cheap to buy Switches normally, but honestly don't really need everything hooked up all at once. It actually seems a little less ideal to me because I want the thing I'm using to be front and center. Yeah. I mean, I used to have like simple, those boxes. I had one with a knob and one with just a simple like RCA switcher box. That I used for hooking everything up to my TVs. And that worked great. I don't know if signal degradation would make a difference in that when it comes to like streaming.
Dark flare. Fire burst.
Oh, this was a mistake.
Wind blow. Dark flare. Wind blow.
Maybe not. 883377. Okay, that's good. I got 2 pairs each.
Magic. Whispering wind.
So 703. Not too bad. Congealating power. Man, everything here does a decent amount of damage. Too many different things of connecting things as well. Shit. 1, 2, 2, 3. That was stupid. It's fine. I panicked. 2, 3, 2, 3. I'm not getting big combos here. So I'd have to buy too many different kinds of switches to rig it all up. It'd just be overly complicated and expensive. RGB switches are overpriced. I haven't priced them out in a while, obviously. First got into emulation, I always wanted to have at least the correct controller. I thought I would be bigger about that. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just use the DualSense for everything, or a DualShock 4, and that's fine. I used to use Xbox controllers for everything, but I've had like 4 Xbox One or Xbox Series controllers develop stick drift on me, which made me stop using them at all. They're great because they're like universally compatible in Windows, which is fucking awesome. They work well with like every emulator. They play well with just about everything. Until they don't.
Take this.
Which is annoying. Until they just stop working.
Harder!
Controllers are all pretty similar. But for NES, SNES, GameCube, for example. Yeah, GameCube in particular. Like this one's a little weird on a DualSense, but it's not too bad. I will say actually using, having a proper right stick to use for, shit, too slow. For playing like GameCube games is actually kind of nice. Rather than having to deal with the little like C-stick nub. I mean, I'm a GameCube controller hater, so
You're finished. Special attack.
I kind of hate the GameCube controller. I know a lot of people love it, but I am not one of those people. But you're right. Like a lot of the games are designed about how weird, like for sure designed around how weird that controller design is.
The enemy is extremely
And it's generally good. It makes sense. It's not an illogical controller. This doesn't work.
Dark flare. Fire burst. Dark flare. Fire burst.
No good combo off this. I mean, it's still leagues better than the N64 controller.
Dark embrace.
Got really used to it playing NBA Street. I mean, I played a ton of GameCube. It's one of those things where just like
I got all worried for nothing.
I think I'm probably more apt to be mean to the GameCube controller because I think there's a ton of people that are like, oh, it's the best controller ever made. And I'm like, it's just not. isn't the best controller ever made. Like, it's good. It has a lot of good ideas. I actually like the small B, big A, slightly like the YX configuration on the GameCube controller. Like, I think that button layout is fucking great. I think the C stick is terrible. I like the idea of the triggers, but I don't like using them in practice. I think that Dreamcast, Xbox, later DualShocks did better triggers. So like I'm very mixed about the GameCube controller. Like, I think it's good. I think it's a good controller, but it drives me nuts when people are like, "Oh, it's the best one. It's the best one they've ever made. The best controller that's ever been devised." And it's like, it's just, man, it just isn't. It's just good. It's just a really good controller.
This place is nuts.
But I feel it's the same way when people are like, "Oh my God, Ocarina of Time's the greatest game ever created." And it's like, it's not. It's good. It's very good. But other things have iterated on that and like improved upon it. It was really good for its time, but it just isn't the best. Like, they created a good thing with that, but man, that's a deeply flawed game. Mushy is a good word for it, yeah. Yeah, and again, in a game, well, like for the games that are definitely like designed around the GameCube controller, good. It works for him. Like you said, like in Mario Sunshine, absolutely. I've tried playing Mario Sunshine on like my Retroid Pocket, for example, and like it doesn't feel very good. The analog sticks for it feel great, but it doesn't feel right. Like the triggers feel terrible on that for a game like that, and like they're good triggers, but they're nowhere close to like the GameCube's triggers.
So the rumors were true. Wazen really exists.
And I love this music.
Be at that end here. Look for another passage.
Best controller ever hasn't been produced yet because we don't have one with SNES face buttons, DualShock stick shoulders, and the Sega D-pad. Dude, yes. I don't know, Scritchy, do you play a lot of like racing games? Because I do think there's definitely a few games where like the analog triggers make sense. I mean, I think the analog buttons on the PlayStation 2 were terrible. I think that was a terrible innovation. Like, and there's not that many games that used them, but for games like Evergrace, The Bouncer, Metal Gear Solid 2, like, there just wasn't enough travel in those buttons to really take advantage of the fact that the face buttons were analog. So they more often than not, like, you didn't get the inputs you thought you were going to get out of the DualShock 2 controllers. So I actually do kind of agree, like, hey, on-off digital is good. For the most part, like, when I push a button, it's either pushed or it's not pushed. But like for triggers, I think there's definitely room to like play around there a little bit. GameCube's the only one I've used with enough travel to them. I could see that. I just don't like pushing the... I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played with like a legit GameCube controller. I'm looking forward to getting it hooked back up and playing with it. But I also agree with Brooks. Like, bring back the fucking Sega D-pad, you cowards. All of you. The fucking... Where's my M30? Where did I put it? God damn, that D-pad is so fucking good. It drives me insane that Sega perfected the goddamn D-pad and then everybody else is like, no, we can't use their D-pad. Fuck you, use it. Steal that. Sega ain't making consoles. Use the fucking Sega D-pad, it's great. I don't know where my controller is. It's around here somewhere. You think NES, SNES are the best D-pads? I do not agree. I honestly like...
Hold on. Just give me a minute.
Personal favorites is basically the Saturn D-pad or the original PlayStation, or like just the PlayStation D-pad design, which I know the PlayStation D-pad design is a love it or hate it kind of thing, but I personally am a fan of the PlayStation D-pad. I find it fairly comfortable. But I know that one's somewhat divisive. Dreamcast controller, I will say, like, has some good things about it, but it's not a good controller. It's just not. Cord comes out of the bottom. Fucking stupid idea. I know they did it to make space for the VMU, but the VMU really is kind of dumb. And the analog stick on the Dreamcast controller is ass.
What are you doing?
Otherwise, it's a good controller. Oh! Shell of the Witch. Opening the way. I actually don't know if Shell is a witch, but it would be very cool to find that out.
That should do it. Let's go.
Hey, Shella, wait up, will ya?
No fingerprint readers. No fingerprints. I would get rid of my cell phone tomorrow.
The Icelands, the Icelands. This is something to see.
But I'm too dependent on it now. I need it for a bunch of 2FA shit for work too.
Hey, Shella, where are you going?
Otherwise, I would just have a home phone.
What's going on here? Hey, hold up already. Shella!
We should follow her.
No spy devices. Kafa Jidama? Kafa?
Welcome home, Your Majesty.
What?
Did I just imagine that?
Your Majesty? Are you telling me that...
Shella, Billy?
We'll talk about it later. First thing we have to do is to find a way to fight back against the End Magnus and the forces of darkness.
We're just gonna gloss over this?
Queen Shella. We're relieved to see you safe and sound.
I should have called this back when the other leaders, when like Lodica and was it Cornelia addressed her as Queen Shella, and I was like, Queen of what? But I just kind of like I dropped that to the back of my mind. I was like, maybe she's Imperial royalty or something. The SN30's battery never goes out. They don't make the SNES one anymore, huh? I have that one. Mine's the SF30. I do like it. That's a decent decent controller. So happy we didn't have to put in your passcode wrong for the 20,000th time. Didn't sign up for Nexus to get through the border to the US quicker because I didn't want to go into give them my retina scan. But I'm okay with a fingerprint that's only stored locally on your device. I love it which fingerprints go into any device. I mean, I get that. I do. I just kind of wish I had fewer things for passwords to begin with. I don't want to log into things. I don't want to send an email. I want to write a memo and send it via interdepartmental mail. I want to be obnoxiously analog. But then I'm also fine with like emulating shit. I just want to be a pain in the ass to everyone.
Graham and Leon came to protect me from a saber dragon in Sadal Sud. They
I don't know what I want.
didn't make it.
Like I need to suck it up and buy an actual Nintendo Pro controller for testing. Dev kit stop recognizing all four. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Because it's just Bluetooth, right? Is it something where like could the sensors in the controller or can the Bluetooth and the controllers themselves go out, like the actual wireless signal adapter in them have gone out, or could it be one of those things where it's like you can remove the batteries and reset it to factory specs, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking this. Like I'm sure you've done any testing you need to like fuck around with them. Graham and Leon came to protect me from a saber dragon at Sadal Sud. Oh, that's right, the two guys that died at the beginning.
I'm sorry to hear that. They were good men. I'm sure their souls are at peace knowing they did their part. As Her Majesty has thus returned safely, I will notify their families.
Please do. Has anything happened while I was away?
Nothing worthy of your attention, Your Majesty.
I see. That's good to hear.
You must be tired. Please take a rest.
Oh, it's just the dev kit specifically. Oh, that's fun. Sure, they changed something in the firmware. It wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo's just like they had slipped something in there just to be a pain in the ass to anybody that isn't Nintendo.
We'll prepare hot food for our guests.
Barnett, we don't have time to relax. We need your advice.
Hope I can be of some help.
I was really annoyed to find out recently. So there's a YouTube channel I follow, Retro Game Core, that does, the guy does reviews of like all of the big emulation machines in the market. So like Anbernic, Ioneo, AYN, Retroid, all those releases and stuff like that, which, yeah, I mean, we get it, you know, they're emulation machines. They all come out of like the same like 3 Chinese companies or whatever that make these things. But Nintendo hit him with a couple of like channel copyright strikes just for showing Nintendo games on the like, you know, running on the devices or whatever. Like not for, you know, it's like they can't copyright strike him for anything that's like technically, like he's not doing any, he never like shows like, oh, here's how you get ROMs or anything like that. Like, you know, everybody pretty much knows that. Like you don't show that kind of shit. But it's like, it's very much just like kind of fuck you, Nintendo. I don't know. It just, the stuff like that pisses me off because all he's really doing is just reviewing the devices. Like, so things like that piss me off. Like he's easily the best reviewer.
I see.
By a long shot for covering the emulation machine market.
Her Majesty has been through quite an ordeal.
I don't really like Taki Udon, personally. They're okay. I happen to like, it's Retro Game Core. He's just my personal favorite. But I mean, there's a bunch of guys that do it now, like Tech Dweeb. There's the guy from South Africa. I can't think of his name. Aiden Walls, I think it is. He's pretty good too. But Ross is by far like the most comprehensive. Just I think his reviews are like pretty much incomparable. I don't think anybody else does it as good as he does. He's very consistent with the way he reviews everything too.
For your help.
Like he has his own like methodology for doing it.
Her Majesty has returned to us safely. And I appreciate your involvement in helping Her Majesty. My sincerest gratitude.
So basically, I think it's a dick move by Nintendo to
Barnett,
basically be like, well, we don't
You're
like
embarrassing
that
me.
this industry exists.
We have more important things to think about.
So we're going to copyright strike somebody that reviews them. Like, fucking, like I get it, but it's fucking petty.
Yes, Your Majesty. About these End Magnus you told me of, I could have never imagined that the calamities predicted long ago would turn out to be something so horrible. We certainly cannot allow this cursed god Malpercio to be awakened unto our world. However, to face the power of the 5 End Magnus, the various limbs of ancient gods, you would need something equally powerful. The only thing that comes to mind is the ocean mirror.
Okay.
Down from generation to generation.
What is the ocean mirror?
Be able to reflect the gods' vile powers and provide some protection. It may allow you enough time to either reseal the End Magnus or destroy them. Yes, this may indeed work.
Need a
I
T
think you're
mode as
right.
well. E.
Very well. I'll go down to the Lake of the Dragon and get the mirror.
Will you not reconsider, Your Majesty? Countless queens have taken this path, yet none of them, not a single one.
I know. To tell you the truth, I'm scared, but we both know this is the only way. I can't back down now. Besides, I have a guardian spirit with me. This just might work.
Then I will say no more.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm numb to it. I just find the really bad voice acting kind of charming. Cougar, the other night, Cougar came in and did some. She did her like impression of Jella, and it was fucking hilarious because it's pretty spot on. Like she nails the up and down. Like, then I will say no more. And it's just very. Oh, it's so good. It's so bad, but I love it.
I'll begin preparations immediately.
I can't wait for the talking.
It may take a while to get everything ready.
I'm counting on you. Why don't we go take a look around town while she's preparing?
Sounds good to me.
Yes, I'd like to see how people live in the Icelands.
The great Mizuti strongly wishes to accompany you.
I actually don't know what the upper ceiling is in like T versus M. I don't know where like the delineation truly lies.
Might as well. It's an alternative to just sitting here doing nothing.
I know that the remaster of Baten Kaitos removed all of the references to alcohol. Which I think is kind of silly. So like there's some, I don't know if I have any wine left. Some of it might have just gone bad. Oh, there we go. There's Japanese rice wine. So like all the wines and alcohols are called like beer, or no, not beer. I'm sorry, brew. Instead of, but I mean like, why? It's just very silly. So like grapes, you know, rot over time and then eventually like will turn into wine. Because the game ages items. But I've always found stuff like that like very, very kind of silly, like this, like pretending that like people don't drink or like alcohol doesn't exist. I actually don't know if the re-release or the remaster is E rating. Usually it's games that removed, yeah, that put them back in. Chrono Trigger DS that had the party actually drinking instead of eating soup. Yeah, I forgot about the soup. They just drank so much soup, they got soup drunk. It's always particularly funny when it's like somebody's removed to the a reference to alcohol and then you have a character that's like very specifically acting drunk. Okay. Dude. I love her ice palace. Hey, a save point. I can finally save. You know what? I'm gonna save over my #1 slot. I think the SNES had a ton of censoring for the US versus the Japanese games a lot of the time. I know because I've read EGM, the edgy video game magazine. I never even thought EGM was that edgy. I mean, some of the stuff, obviously, it's like with the benefit of hindsight and what have you, is a bit much. Was it Sean Baby that wrote for fucking EGM for a while? I just feel like a lot of that stuff was on the periphery. It was on the periphery of the magazine. Like the bulk of it was just pretty good. But I mean, I'm relying on 20-year-old memories. I haven't read a copy of EGM in a while. I know I have a few of them in the basement. I still have that that one copy they did with the mono art for Final Fantasy X. Dude, everybody's throne room in this game is fucking wild. Every single like king, queen that we've seen has had a absolutely bonkers ass throne room. Like, look at that. All of them look like slightly organic. That's just cool. Just a cool thing. General public is not allowed up there, but we are because we're the queen. Now that... Players don't even move that smoothly in the newest sports games. Jella, the Queen of Wazan, await your orders. Ready. Kafa Jidhama. Aw, everybody missed Queen Shella while she was gone. I gotta raid everybody's stuff. What is it? Tell me what I can do to help you out. It's about the animals in this nation. We have harsh weather in Wazan, so the only animals here other than humans are greythorns, ice monkeys, if they actually exist, and of course the white dragon. It's been centuries since we had contact with the 5 islands, so there's been no way for us to import new animals. We felt like we were missing something. I was wondering if you, a party of Queen Shella, that's traveling around the 5 islands, could bring the animals from all around the world to Wazan? How does that sound, the Animals to Wazan campaign? Are you willing to help? Hell yeah. I love that there's the option to say no errands. Oh my, you're so whimsical. All right, then we'll take the offer. So what are we supposed to do? All you have to do is talk to animals from all over the world. Be added to your valuables and talk to you. Oh, hell yeah. A big ass globe spanning fetch quest. Let's fucking do it. I want to find Graham and Leon's family so I can finally get rid of this stupid blank Magnus spot. Found an eel? Ooh. Eel can actually be quite the delicacy, which yes, it certainly can. Heals for 660. Phoenix Helm. Man, I really need a class up for Liud. Oh, I have all dark on her right now. Sort. I put the eel on her, right? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. That's right, I put the flame on her. Let's swap that out for something else. Let's give Gabari a shortcake. Oh, he has one. You can have two. Unless... Okay, she also has one. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Let me stop fucking around with Dex for a minute. What are you two up to?
Michella,
Oh, it's Graham's wife.
Barnett told me about my husband Graham.
Oh no. I was looking for you guys anyway.
Had I been stronger, this wouldn't have happened.
Please, Your Majesty, he was doing what he considered his own duty, his calling, to die in honor, fighting for you. I'm sure he wouldn't have had it any other way.
That's right.
So please, Michelle, stop blaming yourself.
Thank you. They will always live on in my memories.
I've been carrying this
I brought
around
back their personal belongings for you.
since like the beginning of the game.
If only I could have handed them to you earlier. I'm so sorry.
Your Majesty, please take these with you. These magnets once belonged to Sir Graham and my husband. I hope they'll be of some help.
Full
Thank
helm.
you. I'll take good care of them.
There we go. I finally freed up that slot. I like the music here. It's very somber.
Oh, good day. What the hell are you doing down
Hey,
here?
Chris. Good day to you. Good day indeed. Started full time today. Congrats. Squeak. Yay. I'm back. People are praying for me. So the white dragon that actually is here is the last in existence. Interesting. Also interesting, they have a guest room for like ambassadors and visitors from other countries that's open to the public. But they haven't had anybody visit because Wazen's isolated. Cute. Wow. I don't need snow right now. Nope. I need fire. Ooh, green tea. But yeah, congrats on starting full time, my dude. I hope it works out well for you. Hope you get some sweet benefits, some good pay. As the old saying goes, money doesn't buy happiness. But it sure makes everything a hell of a lot easier. Studying the engravings of this castle. Like you're gonna break or smash the pillar. Trying to come up with a new engraving technique by studying these old engravings. To prove it, I'll show you the new ideas I came up with. I have a workshop in Cursa, so please drop by anytime. Interesting. All right. Hello, new friend. This is the White Dragon's Den.
Hey, isn't that a dragon?
Nope. No, we just call it the White Dragon's Den for fun.
It's amazing. A creature of legend, still alive.
Ah, the great Mizuti relishes the thought of riding it someday.
It's been a while, hasn't it, oh White Dragon? I'll be asking you for your help again very soon. Please be ready.
Thanks, Mimai. Your contribution is always appreciated. Might be very attached to you, Quinchella. Please refrain from riding the dragon without permission. The last of its kind in the world. Cool. I can't wait for it to die. Because that's always, I feel like that's always a death flag for something. It's like, oh, here's the last of its kind. Yeah, it's going to be real tragic when it fucking dies. Snowy City.
It's so peaceful and quiet.
Yup, great place. A little nippy though. Anyway, tell us your story.
Yo, what's up, Kreb?
Tell us why the Queen of Wazin would need to embark on such
I
a
think
dangerous
Gibari's
journey.
complaining about it being a little cold. Like, bro, you do not even have a shirt on.
Let's see. Where should I start? It was about 9 years ago, I think. Barnett, my royal nanny, the one you met back in the palace.
I have a feeling this is going to be an extended
Something strange
cutscene.
was going on in the outside world.
I'm going to try something real quick. Yeah, how's your day going, Kreb? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Welcome to GameCube time.
Something is about to happen. It is but a pebble
Something
in
is
calm
about to
waters
happen.
now, but its ripples will grow. Until someday it will swallow all. The people, the world, everything.
You guys are just in time for some of this game's stellar voice acting.
So she decided to send out 3 witches to keep an eye on the outside world. Cadell, Glamis, Katrin,
Katrin has a really cute design.
all of them are younger sisters of Barnett.
So round. Oh! Oh! All the old fortune tellers.
Three witches, you say? Could they be the ones who wove the magical shield encircling Anuenue?
Yes, indeed. It was them. We actually bumped into them on several occasions in our travels.
Remember this name. Never forget.
The name of the god was Malpertio. Malpertio sucked up the entire ocean, but choked and drowned in the very water he swallowed.
A new awaits you. You must go. Go and face your destiny if you wish to return to the life you once lived as your own person.
Now this is strange. This young man here, I feel no madness within him, just an empty and lonely darkness.
For quite a while, the world saw little change. We began to wonder whether we had made too much of a fuss about it. But then, 2 years ago, Barnett suddenly had a strong premonition, an ill omen, speaking of ruin and destruction.
Those not meant to meet have indeed met. An ominous, terrible tragedy is in the making.
Those not meant to meet have indeed met. What a line.
The end of the world is drawing near.
That very night, I had an awful nightmare. So, I took 2 guards with me, Graham and Leon, and left. We reached the Empire and heard ominous rumors about the Emperor. I posed as a maid and found work in the Imperial Palace. Eventually, I found out about Geldablame's secret scheme. I stole a pendant, which seemed to be the key to his... The Emperor spoke of something being sealed away in Sadal Sud's Moonguile Forest. It was there that I met Callus.
Which leads to us here, now.
Correct.
I see. Shella's battle started long ago, while we were still living the simple life, with no idea what was about to happen.
Well, enough reminiscing. Let's take a look around town until Barnett's done with the preparations.
Okay. So they're all ready. Still gonna run around town. See what's up. Well, this kid just fell. Why can't I skate well? How come everyone but me can do it? It must be because of this pair of skates. It has to be. It's not that I'm not good at skating. I got nothing for you, kid. I'm gonna be a great sculptor when I get older, so I'm practicing right now. Use high quality material, which is good snow. I'll worry about saving in a minute. All these people out having fun. Skating around. Compared to the fate our majesty must bear. Ominous. Oh, they're ice fishing. Meow. Fishing is good for the soul, my friends. Just focusing on that soul here and waiting for a bite, it does wonders. Ooh, found another constellation. No fishing game. Sorry, I know I said this is one of my favorite games, but no fishing game. It's now a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. It's been fun. But Baten Kaitos is now canceled. It was good all the way up until we found out it doesn't have a fishing game. No fishing, no praise. I'm sorry, everything I've said about it needs to be stricken from the record. Zero out of fishing. Game's still good. It gets to be the rare exception. Some soybeans. Okay, so this one bit of dialogue actually answers this is sort of the clue into this is you, the player. Then that's where the separation is all of the stuff that you're reading as you're examining things is you as the player. It's a cooking pot made of ice. How on earth did they cook anything with it? Because I mean, we've already established when I make my best list of best RPGs, though, means it has to have an asterisk. Yep, #1 game except no fishing. So it's best except for no fishing. So I'm sorry, Breath of Fire 4 will retain its. Means Chrono Trigger also needs to have an asterisk. No fishing. Can't believe Chrono Trigger has held the title for so many people for so long. When it doesn't even have fishing. Honestly embarrassing. God, I love all of the shopkeeper backgrounds. Every one of these is unique. Okay, well, obviously we've got to invest in some weapons here. I also need to sell off some photographs. Do I have any photographs to sell off? Shit. Yes. I need to get some more photos. Okay. Sell off a little bit of this rotten fruit. I think I probably did. I kind of want to buy the beef. Racing, fishing, same thing. But I'll hold off for now. I need to get some more photos. For sure. I love that you can, I don't know, it's such a minor thing, but I love that they added the snow trails. All right, let me hit up the church real quick. Have I found any star map fragments? I have. I don't know how much I have, how many of these I, ooh. Huh. I think I just crossed a milestone with the star map, though. Crystal Helm. Birch. Charred fish. I was trying to make charred fish. Oh, no, I wasn't. It does dark damage, which is nice. Which is what Gibari's doing anyway. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. That's better than the rotten meat. And I don't really need ice defense currently, because I am in a place that is full of ice. All right, not much of a level up, but I'll take it. Out of curiosity, can I leave? I can leave. This isn't considered like a world map either. It's like, yeah, it just heads straight back out here.
This is gonna be tough.
Dark flare! Fire burst! Use this!
I think I need to use fish and then fire. 2, 3, 4. That's fine.
That was too easy.
I'll take the beef. The beef. Actually, let me see if I can cook that. Wait, don't I have salt too, right? No, I have sugar. Just sold off my savings. Sugar. I don't have salt.
This doesn't look too good.
I forgot to add the beef in. Fish. Fish.
Use this! Fire burst!
Yeah, there we go. Cooked fish. I finally cooked some fish.
Ready to die? Special attack. Vanish grenade.
1,000 damage. Get fucked. Shit. Hey, it's some good damage.
Fire first! Wing blow! Dark flare! Dark flare!
I could have done more damage. No, I couldn't have. Alright, so you can't just do beef and fire. Or maybe you have to isolate the beef and fire. It's only heals for 350. I guess it's easy to make. I have a dual purpose headed out here. There's another Magnus I want to grab.
No mercy.
Dark flare! Dark flare! Take this! Dark flare! Fire first! Fire first! I got all...
And hopefully I pull the camera and get some more pictures. There we go, sparkling snow. Now I can take this back up there and give it to the girl who's trying to make snowmen's. Oh, maybe I don't need to give it to her. She said her husband and daughter went to go play with sleds. I wonder if they're the ones over here. Nope, not them. I don't remember seeing a couple of people sledding anywhere. Alright, it's almost 8 o'clock. As much as I want to keep going, I mostly just wanted to do a short stream so I could get to a save point. So I'm actually going to call it here. I know here. I know it's a short stream, but you know, hey, sometimes it be like it be. But thank you guys all for hanging out. Because I have a feeling what we're gonna do next is gonna be an extended sequence. And I think that'll be good for next week. And I'm looking forward to that. So thank you guys all for hanging out again. And enjoy your weeks. Enjoy your nights. Support each other. And be good. Or, yeah. I don't know. Live your life. My dudes and dudettes. I have no more words of wisdom.